Alright guys, this is it. The moment you've all been waiting for, or more importantly, the moment that I have been waiting for. The character I've been anticipating for the longest time coming, hoping that he'll be a certain kind. Obviously, it's turned out to be different. We're talking about Trendy Ryu right here, and it's time for us to go through his kit and see how the character actually works. What's going on, words? It's your boy Trendy Ryu, and it's time for yet another Street Fighter Duel video. And we're going to be analyzing Ryu's kit. In this case here, we're talking about Trendy Ryu, the master character, okay? When I mean master, I'm not saying that he's a master, but I mean like, obviously his class is master, okay? Or faction in this case, all right? So now we're going to be looking at this kit, we're going to see what actually makes him tick. We're going to see if he is a good character, because this is one of my biggest fear. I only believe that way it could actually be great is for him to actually be a special summon character, especially because of the way his initial kit works, which worked great, but the way the kit worked in the CN version or CN version, whichever one it was that I actually saw, it didn't have what you would have required a major overhaul for it to become a special base character. Of course, that didn't happen, so here we are right now, and we're gonna look at the passive and see how this actually takes. But I'm optimistic. He's gonna be a great character. So now let's go. Crimson Break. Upon entering battle, increase the healing effects received by this fighter by 30% until the end of battle ends. When this fighter unleashes a combo or super combo, deal additional damage equal to 30% of the total damage taken by this fighter since your last combo or super combo, capped at 600% of attack. Of course, at level 2, you recover 30% of lost HP, and level 3, increase damage for 2% of damage taken since the last fighter's last combo or super combo, and level 4, 40% of lost HP upon unleashing a combo or super combo. And of course, there's level 5. Once you have your EX move to 3 stars minimum, and you can actually get 50% of damage taken since the fighter's last super combo. So this is what is actually looking like right now, okay? This is a character that seems to dish out more damage the more he actually receives, okay? This is actually almost like where you want to have a character not a tank to act like a tank, okay? Because he's definitely healing himself, and more importantly, he's dishing out damage, and you want to encourage him to take damage, just like Bison, right? Like the more damage Bison takes, the more he does that, Return of the Inferno, and all that kind of stuff, right? In this case here, you're just going to give him more power by the time he's going to unleash his next super combo. And so that is pretty much the way it looks like so far. So it's pretty much good. Especially the fact that he's a balanced character. So not just spending all his strength, but also like the way Ryu is known for, his counter-attacking moves. That seems like this is working against. But before we actually go on further, let's look at the super combo. And it says strike the nearest target with maximum force. Dealing damage equal to 550% of attack, plus true damage equal to 15% of this fighter's max HP. Also activate damage sharing, causing 30% of damage dealt to friendly fighters to be taken by this fighter instead for 8 seconds. Okay, so here we go. Level 2, increase true damage to 25% of this friendly fighter's max HP. And level 3, increase damage sharing amount to 5% of damage dealt to friendly fighters. So, he's, like I said before, he's not only just trying to return damage, but now he's also taking out the other people's damage as well. So it seems like it's almost like he's a protector in a way, right? That is the way he's acting right now, which is kind of like the way Ryu is. So that kind of makes a bit of sense. And now here's that Hadouken right there. A Kakaze Hadouken. This is a single attack, by the way. It doesn't go through, doesn't go through other people, which is, that is so. First and single is single as well. That quite unfortunate. Would have been nice if it was actually like we went through everyone. Now, unleash a Hadouken that deals damage equal to 336% of attack. Then activate damage sharing, causing 30% of damage dealt to friendly fighters to be taken by this fighter instead for 10 seconds. Looks like another move that is going to activate damage sharing once again. And of course, increase damage to 86% of attack on level 2. And of course, damage sharing increase to 35% on level 3. So another move right here that primarily is just triggering the damage sharing. That is the key mechanic of Trendy Ryu in this case. So it's all about him sharing damage and of course dealing damage based on the amount he has received as well. So now let's go over to the C2, which is the last one of his combos. And it says leap forward and unleash a spinning attack that strikes target in an area 6 times, dealing damage equal to 670% of attack in total. Each strike has a 50% chance to inflict 1 bleed, then activate damage sharing, causing 30% of the damage to friendly fighters to be taken by this friendly fighter instead for 12 seconds. Okay, so of course, damage increases on 4% of attack on level 2, and of course, the 5% sharing damage on level 3. Well, here we have the bleed mechanic that we're sort of like anticipating from this character. Of course, he's going to strike 6 times, so there's a strong chance that one of those strike hits, even though it's 50% chance. Of course, I would have loved the chance to be higher, but you know, it is better than nothing, right? And that actually makes him kind of crazy to pair with some of the other characters out there that do cause a lot of bleeding for sure, like is it Cam and Vega of V Squared? They're one of the 2 Vegas, I'm not really sure. But that pretty much is the regular combo. So let's see how the fighting spirit actually affects it. Before we go into this, Trendy Ryu's speed right here, what we're looking at right now, we are looking at the fact that his speed is about, let's see, 119. There's only 2 Ryus so far. He's faster than his previous self, but he's not really as fast as his evil self. But you know, he's a balanced character, so it kind of makes a lot of sense. You know, compared to someone like Ken, you can see 135% of attack. Speed, 135 speed, and then ironically, he's faster than just A-Chun. But you know how good A-Chun is, so that actually is a nice potential in terms of like the team lineup there. You know, going with the trendy versions of all 3 characters. Of course, you know, you're going to need to pay for Ken, unfortunately. But, you know, you can always learn him too when you have that fun for a little bit. So let's go over to the fighting spirit. And it says Guardian Fist, okay? You're, of course, overcoming mountains. Let's go to Trendy Ryu. You're getting, he gets a HP bonus of 37%, attack bonus of 28%, defense bonus of 19%, and damage bonus of 7.5%. Now, at +5, this is obviously the assist. When a step fighter enters battle for the first time, increase the healing effect they receive by 15% until the end of battle. So pretty much someone that you want to place on top of a tank or somebody else, that's the way it simply is. Or anyone that's kind of squishy, you can use them on top of them and actually help them sort of like to, to sort of survive more. But, left to me, I think there are many more assist skills that you might want to prioritize over this character, even when he has to do with a master, towers as well. So now let's go to +10. It says upon getting hit, recover 8% max HP, triggering into 5 seconds. So that's good. So now not just getting damage, but he's also sort of recovering damage as well. And he doesn't need to trigger it; it just gets triggered once it gets hit. And then of course, when this fighter for +20, when this fighter activates damage sharing, increase their damage reduction by 25% for 12 seconds. Now this is actually really good. This is actually key right here, because initially all the stuff we've been reading from the start, which is also, imagine you're using the character before you get to S, is they're just initiating damage sharing and taking out of people's damages, but they're not doing anything to sort of mitigate this situation. Now with this on +20, you're looking at the character actually, stopping the damage a little bit by 25% when he actually receives it, and that is actually pretty cool. But of course, take note, it only happens when it comes to damage sharing. And of course, at +30, after dealing additional damage with the passive skill, recover 18% max HP. Okay, it's cool. And heal other friendly fighters for 3% of Trendy Ryu's max HP every second for 6 seconds. That is pretty cool, designed by Ryu during a break from training. Alright, but here's one thing. I really would have loved to have seen his Hadouken go pass through others and then AoE. So, so far that's not there. I don't know what the guide's going to present, but let's see what happens here, okay? So, at Invincible Will, at 1 star, it's when the fighter takes fatal damage for the first time, prevent the hit from going below 1 for 8 seconds. Oh, so he also gets Okay, so he also gets now. So this is one thing that I actually I haven't actually paid attention to. When if you are on a team with Goken, if you already have the fatal damage prevention, when it ends at the first time, is it counted as Goken's and then you to get yours, or do you literally have to? Does it just count as one fatal damage? That's pretty much it. So that's something I need to actually pay attention to. We will definitely be practicing that once I get a copy of the character, and I believe we have other characters as well that have that fatal damage prevention. So we'll definitely be looking at those as well. At second star, when this fighter activates damage sharing, increase offering fighter defense by 60% and attack by 20% for 12 seconds. Oh, this second star is major though. They're both major actually. I definitely have to start fetching for him already. And to show you that I'm not actually messing around, right in front of you guys, I'm going over to the fighter, go to promote, go to garage, go to workshop. I've got 40K. Okay, that's cool. Before we do that, we're going to update our wish list, and we're going to be adding our ball. Who do we want to bounce? Who do we want to bounce? You know what? I'll bounce him for now because it's still kind of efficient without it. And I need my Trendy Akuma to be building up his stuff because he's the future one out there. And of course, Avery's going to be there. As long as he's getting it, it's going to be adding it. And we're going to be adding our new boy on the block to start his, garage combination. And then we're going to try and do some trade pulls, right? Trade pulls? Pull until we get the first rainbow colored, pull. And let's see how this works out. Of course, not nice, rubbish. And here we go. Second time, we get a rainbow color pull. Let's see what we actually get in this time around. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we get Bison. That's not bad at all. Let's end crafting here for now. I'm going to do these runs later. Let's go with the Bison and let's see if he finally has 3, because I need my Bison to finally get his garage pumping. Oh, what do you know? This is pretty much going to be his first. Okay, you know what? Actually, not first. I think we failed to put his first one. So there's actually one here already. And yeah, that's about it for now. But yeah, we added him to the tier list. I actually like him already. Obviously, he's not going to be your major attacker, but he's going to be contributing to the attack. He's also going to be adding some major defense to your team as well. So I'm actually curious to see how he actually works in the analysis. He's honestly, I think I'm slightly more excited about the way the kit actually unravels. Maybe because I've already done the analysis of Sea Viper. That is, I'm talking about Agent Sea Viper. But based on the rating of the kit reveal, of course, hers seems a bit more exciting. But let's see how the analysis actually hits. Let's see if the character is actually as beefy as we hope it can be. Otherwise, we're gonna be turning out, and I'll be letting you guys know about the video shortly. Otherwise, guys, it's been your boy Shin Ryu. I appreciate your time here as I'm trying to unleash the final video for today, and then I can actually get a short rest. It's gonna be a really short rest because actually, before I know it, I have to be ready for the trip to the airport and get ready for another long travel. I'm in Street Fighter mode right now. But more importantly, maybe I'm going to do a lot of something while I'm flying. But otherwise, been your boy Shin Ryu. Thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the analysis shortly. Cheers.